one, Somalia as a nation was collapsing. There were wars, terrorism, and chaos among. But one region remained stable, Somaliland. They declared their independence, drafted a constitution, and have been holding free and fair elections since 2002. So, why, for 34 years, has the U.S. not recognized them? So, let's raise the question. Should the U.S. recognize Somaliland as an independent state? First off, let's give you some background. Somaliland is a not formally recognized country in the Horn of Africa that Somalia, the nation, claims. And here's why our astounding answer should be yes. There's 3 core reasons. First off, security. Second off, democracy. And third, economy. On to my first point on security. First, some background. The Horn of Africa is an incredibly important geopolitical area. It controls a strait called Bab el-Mandeb, which controls about 12% of all global trade. Right now, Somaliland, as a not recognized state, which controls this strait, has no power to make deals with other countries. But, as the Horn Tribune says, as the Horn Tribune states,
fix your hands, bro.
Stop, dude. As the Horn Tribune states, Somaliland is in a vital location, and the U.S. should consider recognizing them to gain their allyship. The Somaliland Chronicles states that the rest of Somalia is currently failing, despite help from Africa and from countries in Africa and other nations. They are still failing to be the type of ally that Somaliland already could be. And the Somaliland report states that it is geopolitically invaluable to the point where this could be one of the most strategic security spots in the entire world, which it gives us tons of reasons to recognize them and gain their allyship. Second, democracy. According to CSIS in 2023, right now, East Africa and that region is riddled with dictators, wars, and bad leaders overall. Once again, there is one outlier, Somaliland. Somaliland is the leading democratic model in that region. And right now, we are punishing them by depriving them of the opportunities that come with being a formally recognized state. They've been holding free and fair elections since 2002 and have had an overall well-governed state. The Heritage Institute states that instead of punishing them by not recognizing them for all this time, while they continue to attempt to ally themselves with the U.S. and continue to spread democratic ideals across the Horn of Africa, we should reward them with the recognition. And we'll show you why that is such a great reward in my final point on the economy. Geopol in 2025 states that currently Somaliland has tons of rare earth minerals like tungsten and tin that have not been tapped into for one sole reason. They are not recognized by the world. They lack the potential to be able to make geopolitical connections, to make investors invest, because there are legal boundaries that they need to get past, and by those legal boundaries, they mean that they're not recognized. They can't make deals, they can't trade, and we can't gain all the profit that would come from being an ally and give that type of profit to Somaliland, a country that so dearly needs and deserves it after 31 years of maintaining a political role model in the Horn of Africa of what a true democratic and free state is. So, in conclusion, we should recognize Somaliland as an independent state for the 3 core reasons: that it enhances our security and it secures our trade while giving us access to 12% of the world's imports and exports. It upholds democracy in an area of the world where it is so desperately needed. And finally, It can help our and Somaliland's economy as a reward for all the good work they have been doing for 31 years unrecognized. I would like to end the speech off with a quote that the Washington Post quoted from a Somaliland official. "We have followed American values for over 31 years. All we need is recognition."